How is it already the last month of the year? How? Literally how? How is it already time for me to play Snakes and TBR Stacks, my Snakes and Ladders inspired TBR game, for the last time in 2025? It's crazy, but I am excited to play because I love picking my TBR, and my TBR game is pretty self-explanatory. I roll 5 times if I completed my TBR, 6 times if I didn't last month. We don't need to talk about how often I complete it, but I did not complete it last month. If I land on a snake, I have to go down the snake and I add another roll, another book to my TBR. But if I land on a ladder, it's just kind of like a reward prompt and I go up the ladder. It's a lot of fun. It's really easy. It gives me direction for my TBR and I really enjoy it. Thankfully this month I don't have a lot going on. There's not a lot of readathons and stuff. It's just a lot of content because end of the year content is my literal favorite. So I always have to get lots out. I love the lists. I love thinking about what I'm reading next year and all of that. So most of my time will be spent doing that. And then also I'm going to probably spend a lot of time Christmas shopping. However, I actually have a gift idea for you or your man to get you, and it's the sponsor of today's video. I am working with Bellesa once again, which is a by women company for all things sexual wellness. And I'm just saying, if my man got me one of these, I'd be feeling pretty good. And Bellesa's mission is to empower everyone to embrace and celebrate and explore their sexuality. And did I mention a giveaway? Because there's one linked in the description, and everyone who signs up will win a free rose suction toy with their order. This little bad boy went viral on TikTok. It's got 10 different modes. It fits nicely in the palm of your hands so you can control literally everything. And it's also so cute and so discreet. It literally looks like a rose. Like I would never know that this is gonna give me some screams tonight. Now, if that's not for you, they've also sent me the Pebble. This one is in a discreet little case. You wouldn't know, would ya? What I love about this one is that the suction and the vibration are controlled independently. So you have complete control over your pleasure and what you want. And it literally fits really nicely in the palm of my hand for complete control as well. Similar to that rose suction. But we also have the Air Vibe, which is in a similar discreet little case. This one has dual stimulation. It stimulates your clit and your G-spot at the exact same time. This one is silent but deadly, and I mean it, deadly. Of course, they are all also rechargeable, and this one is waterproof. I couldn't imagine a better gift for Christmas than these, and it is the time of the year to do some giving, even if it's just to yourself. So thank you so much to Bellesa for working with me once again. I truly do love their products and what they stand for. I'm not just here saying it. And as I said, there is a giveaway. Everyone who signs up will receive a free rose suction toy with their order. Don't miss out. Back to the other good things, because those were some good things, but we have other good things to talk about. Books. I love books. I'm not planning to do any readathons or anything like that this month. I'm just taking it chill and taking it easy, and I plan to enjoy all the content on BookTube as well. I want time to watch content because I love end of the year content. It is my favorite time. It's not only just my favorite to create, it's my favorite to watch, so I will be binge watching people for sure. But I also want to end the year really strong, so I'm hoping that every single book I put on this is a 5-star prediction, because I would love to end the year with just back-to-back 5 stars. Like, wouldn't that be incredible? And it'll keep me feeling motivated to read in this final month as I'm busy with other stuff as well. So let's get into it. Let's do our first roll and let's see what the TBR gods have in store for us. We ended last month on spinner wheel, so we get to start there. And let's do roll 1. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Starting off with physical TBR. Now that's an easy one because I can just like look around and pick something. And I do have a 5-star prediction still on my TBR that I have been putting off because I'm scared that what if it's not a 5-star prediction? Like what if it doesn't live up to what book 1 was? And I put it on a couple TBRs this year and I really want to read it before the end of the year. And that's Rebel Witch by Kristen Cicerelli. This is the Crimson Moth duology. This ends the series. I loved book 1. Book 1 was a 5-star. It was on my favorites of the year and everyone seemed to love it. I've heard not nearly as much about Rebel Witch, but I have heard good things and I am still greatly intrigued and expecting a 5-star out of this. I'm just nervous. That's all. I've just been putting it off because I'm nervous. Book 1 follows our main character who is a witch, and once upon a time the witches were in charge, but they are not anymore and they're actually being tracked down and murdered. She is kind of in hiding, but she is also trying to help the witches as much as she can. She ends up getting really close and personal with the greatest witch hunter there there is. And we all know where that's gonna go, right? Book 1 ended on a cliffhanger, and so I don't know how I haven't got into this, but I also understand why, because my feelings are my feelings, and I'm just a wee bit intimidated. But hopefully I read this. I would like to read this before the end of 2025. I would like to start next year with one less series on my list. Roll 2. 11. Big boys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, building on the cover, this can be easier, it can be hard depending on my mood. I feel like Person always leans towards like fantasy and fantasy romance, and building tends to lean around horror. So I fully went over to my horror shelf and was like, what do I want to read? But then I remembered there is a book that I'm hoping to get to in November, but what are the chances I actually get to it? Very slim. And this has a building on the cover. We're gonna pick up Strength of the Few by James Islington. A complete 5-star prediction for me. I literally was obsessed over The Will of the Many. I made it my entire personality. I have such strong memories reading this, probably also because I remember reading this, watching grainy live streams of Taylor Swift at the Eras tour, waiting to see if she came out in new bodysuits or announced something, and I was just reading it in bed, and I have like perfect memories of reading this and all the moments that I loved in it. So I need to get to book 2. I cannot go to 2026 without reading book 2, considering how long I have waited for this already. It's gonna be perfection. I just know it. I just feel it in my bones. I am setting myself up for success with this TBR. The Will of the Many follows our main character, who is an orphan, and he ends up going to a prestigious academy as a spy for someone, but little does that person know, or the academy, that this orphan wants to take down the whole system and collapse it all. And it was just absolutely incredible. Loved every little piece of it. And the ending, I don't even know what's to come. I just know I'm gonna love it. So there's that. Roll 3. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. For this prompt, which is first person, I decided to let my patrons pick. They get to pick one book for my TBR every single month based on a prompt. I just give them a poll. I gave them 3 books this month. I gave them The Court of Lies and Deceit, which is the 3rd book in the Empire of Flame and Thorn series, and I did really enjoy this, and I'm hoping that book 3 will be a 5-star prediction for me. I gave them Dungeon Crawler Carl book 5. I don't know the title of this one. It's just the next one I'm on in the series, which I'm also hoping will be a 5-star prediction. I've heard that book 4 and 5 are the best, so I'm very, very excited to get to this. I ended up convincing my entire family to read the series, and they're way past me, so I need to get to it so I can talk to them about it. And then lastly, ended up putting on Soul Searching, which is another 5-star prediction that I just can't believe I haven't read yet, but also relatable, because I always say I'm gonna read things and then I don't read them for like ever because I'm intimidated by them, especially if I think I'm gonna love them. I just tend to put them off even more. What is currently winning? I have my laptop here. Ooh, Dungeon Crawler Carl book 5. That's exciting. That's probably what I wanted to win. I was okay with any of the other ones winning, but this is the one that I'm just so excited to get back to. This was a series that I did not expect to be for me, and I only picked it up because I feel like every single person says good things about it. I was like, I don't know a single person who hates this, so I'm gonna try it. And as I said, I convinced everyone I ever met to read it. Like literally my uncle, my dad, my mother, my sister's friend Brad, Mel, Monica, Lexi I'm still working on, but she'll cave because it's just that good. The whole critique on capitalism in it, oh, it gets so deep, it's so real, it's so raw, and I love it. Like I literally love it. That mixed with the creativeness of being in a video game and things like that, I've definitely been so inspired by this book. And so I'm very, very excited to continue it and get even more inspired about some things coming up in the future. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Any guesses down below of what I'm referring to? If you're my Patreon, stay quiet because you know. But literally just so stoked to dive back in this world, to be back with Carl, to be back with Princess Donut, see what's going down next. Like the end of book 4 was such a cliffhanger and one of my favorite chapters to ever read. Like the epilogue at the end of book 4 had my mouth gaped open, and I don't know how I haven't continued. I've just been so busy and video plans get in the way and things like that, but I'm so happy they voted for this one because I'm really, really excited to continue it. Roll 4. 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Last year's release was harder than I thought it was going to be, but I ended up finding one on my shelves as well. And one that I'm really hopeful that I'll like. I don't know if I can call this a 5-star prediction, but I'm hopeful that I will enjoy it and want to continue on in the series, and that the rest of the series could end up being 5 stars. So like it kind of is in a way. But Worthy of Fate by Anne Caudill, I've owned this book for a while now and I've heard really good things. So like I'm excited to read it. There's trials in it and she has to be deemed worthy of them, and she's marked by the gods, and then there is like a shadow man who is like lingering around and wants to destroy her but's probably gonna fall in love. And I think that this just sounds really good. I'm just intrigued by it. I don't have a lot of extra thoughts on it other than like I want to read this, I'm excited to read it, I'm hopeful about it, and I do really enjoy this cover. I also have a special edition of it, so I hope I love it so I don't have to get rid of that. Roll 5, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I feel like sometimes I'm really scared of the backlist prompt, but I am excited that we landed on it this time because I knew exactly what I wanted to read for this. I need to get off the shelf. I can still see it up there. I need to finish the Ending Fire trilogy. This is not a want, this is a need. Like, this is a must. Before the year is up, I need to finish this. I need to be emotionally devastated, torn apart, and put back together by this book. I just need it. That's all I have to say. Just kidding. I'll talk more about the book because I love it so much. This series literally shocked me so much. It blew all my expectations out of the water because I had read from this author before and I hadn't loved it. This feels like a different author almost for me. There is such deep emotion in this story and the characters in the world. It's so real, it's so raw, it's so good. This is the third and final book, but in this story, we are following a world where there are 3 types of blood: the red bloods, the blue bloods, and the clear bloods. The red bloods are on top, and then we have the blue bloods, and then we have the clear bloods. And there's a lot of prejudice in all of that. We follow 3 girls, 1 in each blood type, but the main one I would say is the blue bloods once upon a time decided that they wanted to win. They wanted a revolution. So they took their babies, they snuck into the red blood court, left them their babies with blue blood, and stole the red-blooded babies. And then they raised these red-blooded babies as one of their own, as a blue blood, like hidden with one goal in mind: to enter this trial when they turned of age that picked the next ruler of the city. And then we would have a red blood on top with a blue blood's like mindset and upbringing, since only the red bloods can enter into that trial. You just have to have red blood. And what this story creates from that premise, incredible. That's all I have to say. It's so truthful. It's so real. I love it, and I need to finish it. Oh, no snakes yet. Last roll. Yes. Okay. I jinxed myself. 1, 2, 3, 4. An audiobook and Zoom. When I sat and I said, I'm gonna pick up only 5-star predictions, I thought it was gonna be hard. I have apparently been putting off a lot of 5-star predictions. Please tell me it's not just me who does that. But we're gonna pick up Princess of Blood. Although I own the physical book, I read the first book in audio format and I plan on reading the second book. This follows our main character, who is a human sent to be a servant to the Fae. And what she ends up being tasked with is helping her master essentially through these trials because she's not smart enough and she needs some help and some cheating. And what better way than a servant who can hear so much more than a royal can. But some other things happen. And again, cliffhangers of book 1. I'm really shocked I haven't gotten to this one. This one feels a little bit better because it just like recently came out. So it's not been sitting on my shelves for like 8 months. But some of the other ones definitely have. But I'm really excited. There's like a love-ish triangle in this that I'm really excited to see where it goes because I was honestly not 100% certain one way or the other. And there's also a sentient dagger, and I love a little sentient creature of any sort. And I'm very, very, very stoked for this. So hopefully I do get to this. Hopefully I give it 5 stars. Hopefully I have the bestest time. Okay, one more roll. Please don't get a 4. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And finally, our last pick of the month, our last pick on my TBR for the year. Like, that's absolutely crazy. But we're ending it off with a strong one, a new to my TBR or a new release. One of my absolute game changers this year was the Bone Season series, and I have yet to get to the final book that's currently out. It's not the final book in the series, but it is currently out. It came out this year. So The Dark Mirror by Samantha Shannon. I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready to not have another book in this series because I fell in love with this world, with this creation, with this concept so wholeheartedly when I read The Bone Season, and I really flew through the other 4. And I know there's more coming in this world, but I'm just like not ready to not have one to look forward to. But also, I want to read it so badly. And I can always reread. I'm not a rereader, so it's kind of wild that I'm saying that, but I have a feeling that I could reread the series before the 6th book, but I'm so excited. The Bone Season follows our main character who is clairvoyant, and that is not good. It's illegal in this world, and they are literally sent to prison or killed or whatever. But however, she has used her skills to come up in the crime syndicate, to be one of the best, to be the right-hand man to the crime lord. But when she ends up using her powers in a place she shouldn't have, she ends up being sent to a secret prison and things happen from there. I need to read this. I need to understand what's happening. I need more of Paige. I need more in this series. I need more in this world. I need book 6 also. So who do I write to for that? But very, very excited to read book 5 and give it 5 stars. I mean, I've given so much of the series 5 stars, so. I would love to know what's going on your TBR for the month, and I'm gonna leave you a little video to check out on the screen if you want to keep watching my channel. I'm always so thankful when people just like stick around and like binge watch my videos. I think it's so fun when I see like comments on multiple videos. And then if you just made it to the end of this video and you'd like to leave me an emoji just to say you were here, leave me a Christmas emoji because it's December. And have yourselves an absolutely remarkable day.